Hello, welcome to part 4 of the 5 indestructible mindsets for recovery from ankylosing spondylitis. This is mindset number 3. You are flexible. Okay, so when I say you're flexible, I don't just mean you have a physical, flexible body. What I mean is that mentally and emotionally, you're flexible. So think about it this way. In order for you to recover, you've got to have an open mind. And you've got to be willing to do some things you've never done before. Now, you probably know that lots of people are looking for remission and recovery from their symptoms, and yet they want that remission to come in the form of a pill or a convenient miracle cure. So think about that. Why is that? Why would they do that? Oh yeah, we'd take that. We'd all take that if it were there, but why do these people still hold out hope for it? And here's why. Because they want the world to change without them actually changing anything. Well, how's it working for you? You know this famous TV doctor, he talked about that one time. He put it this way. He said, well, let me get this straight. You want to do exactly what you've been doing over and over and over again, but this time you want a different result. How's that working for you? Well, we all know the answer to that. But let me ask you, seriously, are you waiting around for the magic bullet? Are you hoping for a cure that will miraculously repair the damage and rebuild your broken body without you ever lifting a finger? Then you should know that while you're wasting your precious time, your body's going to continue to weaken. All right? Pain will get worse and worse, and you'll become more and more victimized by ankylosing spondylitis. We've seen it happen, so don't let it happen to you. Now I'm going to give you an exercise in flexibility that will really stretch your mind and help your body recover at the same time. And it works like magic. So here it is. We're going to start right here and now by making this your belief. It's a belief. And here it is. This exercise is your belief, and it goes like this. You simply decide and believe that ankylosing spondylitis is not a problem. Now realize the meaning of your decision here, because it's extremely effective. Nothing is ever a problem, ever, until you say this is a problem. So what this means is there can be no such thing as a problem ever. That is, there can be no such thing as a problem until you say the words, this is a problem. Now, problem is just a label we put on a situation to deny the acceptance of it. We're not going to accept this, so it's a problem. So, for example, if your car transmission goes out, you might just decide that's a problem. And the mechanic you take it to, he's probably going to see it differently. To the mechanic, it's an opportunity. Yeah, he's likely to say, broken transmission? No problem. For him, it's an opportunity to make a living. So, one person's problem can be another person's fortune. And what's the difference? Acceptance of the situation. That's the single biggest determining factor for success or failure in this situation. The single biggest determining factor for satisfaction or struggle in your life. It's either a great life or a great strife because of your decision to believe in problems or not. So, think about this. Even Albert Einstein said it. He said that you can't fix a problem with the same mind that created the problem. And what he meant was that to produce a solution, we've got to shift out of the problem mindset and flow into a positive state of confidence, well-being, and clarity. Then we can solve the issue at hand. Now, I can admit that when my pain was at its most crippling, I thought ankylosing spondylitis was the worst thing that I've ever experienced. And it really did feel like an undeniable and incurable problem to me. But now I clearly see how ankylosing spondylitis provided me with a rare opportunity. I went from problem to opportunity. And when I shifted out of the problem mentality, I realized that the disease was a golden key that could open the door to my dynamic personal growth, which for me it did. And that eventually evolved into true and total recovery and healing. Now, you probably heard the old saying that goes like this: do what you've always done, and you get what you've always gotten. So if you really want to recover from your illness, you've got to do things differently than what you've done so far and be open to the new possibilities that are in front of you now. You've got to have an open mind. And you've got to be willing to do some things you've never done before. Now don't worry, with the right support and guidance, it really is a lot easier than you might think. So now your job is to just let go of being afraid, let go of fear of resistance and all that, resistance to change that's going on, and just start being flexible, which is mindset number 3. You truly have nothing to lose but the pain.